We all have dreams of the perfect base in Ark, but sometimes the land we pick makes it difficult to build, and we simply get frustrated. If only a better way existed to help flatten the land and make it easier than ever to build. Well, today we'll be checking out the Alfa Terrain Platforms Mod. This is another mod from the creator of the Alfa Oceanic platforms. So let me guide you through this mod right now.
Hello everyone, I'm Garlic-Head Joe. If you're new to my channel, I do videos on Ark Survival, mostly tips, tricks, and reviews. Stay updated on all of my content, just simply hit the subscribe button and make sure notifications are on. Now let's get back to the video.
All right, everyone. Today we're going to be looking at Alfa Terrain Platforms, and basically this mod is your answer for building out bases on non-flat land. This is going to help level it all out, and I'm going to show you how it works and basically what you can do with it. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at our Engrams here, just to see where we can unlock these. So I'm going to put in terrain, or start typing out terrain here, and we're going to see that these are all unlockable at level 35. And let's go and see what these cost in resources so we can plan. The brick one is going to cost you 100 cementing paste, 300 thatch, 2000 stone. And when you see the size of these, you're going to think that these resources aren't that horrible actually for it. So the concrete one, 100 cementing paste, 300 thatch, 2000 stone. So the same between those two. And this is the crystal one. It's going to cost us 100 cementing paste, 500 metal ingots, and 1000 crystals. So that one's expensive. And then we get into the grass one here, and that's 100 cementing paste, 300 thatch, 2000 stone, same as the first two. And this is the ruins one, and it looks to be the same as the others as well. So all right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see how these work, and they're craftable in your inventory. Let's get out of K mode here. We're going to basically be building right in this general area right here, just to see if we can get it done with these platforms. So go ahead and get in my inventory. I already have them already crafted up here. So let's go ahead and we're going to put down one of the brick ones here. We'll go ahead and hit place. Now they are big and unruly, so that's something that you have to deal with. I am finding that they're easier to deal with if you go into K mode, zoom way out, and you can kind of see where everything is. It's like so. Let's see. So as is, so let me back up a little bit here, and I'll tell you why. I know that we're kind of clipping into the ground here. That's okay. I'll get out of K mode. I'm going to go ahead and click once at this point, and then I'm going to raise it up. Now you can raise this up almost three, I think it's three foundations high. So all right, I know that we're inside of it here, but that's okay. So I went back into K mode just kind of illustrate that, but I'm going to go ahead and place it, and it goes ahead and shoots you up top here. So now if we putting that down, you're going to see we have a pretty much the full area usable. Now we have a little bit clipping into this corner over here. We can level it out a tiny bit. We won't be able to get everything here, but probably remove some of those stones and you'd be all right. So as you can see, we have this place. We are going out into the water a little bit. We'll take a look at what that looks like from a distance here. That's how it looks like from the air here. So one of the beautiful things about this is this is like a giant foundation for you. You don't have to worry about placing foundations on here. You can just build. So let's go ahead and grab a wall here. You can see we got snap points all over the place. So you can just go right along and build out your base any way you'd like at this point, and have pretty cool flooring. So, all right. So this is the brick one. Now, if you misplaced it, you can pick it up. And what I like about these is when the modders actually give time for you to make sure you want to pick it up, because keep in mind, if you pick this up and it has your entire base on it, your base is gone. So you have to confirm it. It takes a while. You can't do anything until it goes green, and there you go, it's flashing green. So now I can pick it up like so. So that makes it kind of the fail safe method. Anyways, so let's go ahead and take a look at the other ones. That was the brick one. Let's go ahead and put down the grass one. And I'm not going to be as careful with these ones because it's just pretty much placing at this point. So I went ahead and just placed that down pretty much flat, which isn't half bad actually. The grass is actual terrain grass, so use your walls any way you'd like. So you know, this would be kind of fun to maybe build dino pens on. All right, so that's the grass one. All right, we're gonna go ahead and place the concrete one here. I'm gonna go ahead and raise it up. There we go. So now we have a concrete. Works just like the others. It's just a different look and feel for it. All right, so the next one we're going to place is the ruins one. Now the ruins one's kind of cool. It has a different style altogether. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise that one up all the way so we can get a good look at it. So as you can see, it looks like the ruins. Now, one thing that is mentioned in the mod description is that these are supposedly snappable, so you should be able to snap them together. Now, that does seem to be the case, but if we look at this, these are kind of our snap points and they intersect. I've not really found a good way of connecting them. So as you can see right now, it's snapping at that point right there, which is bizarre. So you're gonna have to play with it a little bit if you want to connect multiple ones. You might have to manually just place them. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and place the crystal one. I came to the beach here next to my ocean platforms, just to kind of put this in the ocean because it's kind of neat here in the ocean. We get it snapped in here. All right, so now we have it snapped in, and as you can see, we basically have a glass foundation here, and it's kind of neat because you can see all over underneath it here. And these compies don't realize I'm filming. All right, so this mod is created by the same person that made the Ocean Platforms mod, so it definitely is up their alley to do this. But this specific one, the crystal one, has several different features of it. So you can see, obviously right now this is the default, but if we go ahead and go into crystal mode here, we got all sorts of different things that we can select here. Portal glass. There you go. So we get a different effect. That's kind of cool. Invisible glass. And it takes a second. And now this is solid, but it's invisible glass now. Ice glass. There you go. If you have this up in the snow biome, this might be what you want to do because it gives the ice effect. And I think, yeah, so if you look, it pretty much changes all together. All right. Water glass. Now this one's neat because if you sink this in, into the ground, you could potentially just have a floating water, or maybe like a fountain or something. You could definitely use it, I guess, as a aesthetic piece for your base, for instance. None of this is real. It's not real water. It's just mimicking the water. So you can't come in here and put your tames in this, but it's definitely kind of cool because you can do this on land. Rainbow glass, which gives you kind of a purple glow in the glass. Not entirely sure. It's kind of not visible when you're in the air. You have to be kind of at an angle with it. There you go. It's not my favorite effect, but it's there. Atmospheric glass. So it kind of gives it a different look. A little foggy. Hexagon glass. As you can see, there's the little hexagons, and you can see it from the air a little bit better. Hologram glass. Not sure I care for this one. I think it the effect is, I mean, it's all right if you're on the ground here, but if you're flying over, it's a little bizarre. Then frosted glass, which seems to be, it's pretty clear in my opinion for frosted. I don't see a whole lot. It looks a little tinted, if anything. All right, so that's all the glass options. There's also the borders, so you can hide the borders. There we go. Now we just have a big piece of glass. And if you made that the water one, let's try that here. Let's do water glass. It's gonna be one giant floating body of water. Anyways, yeah, so that's the crystal. All right, so I brought you here to the mountain underneath the blue ob here just to show that you can also use these platforms on the side of the mountains, which is kind of cool if you want to have kind of an extended cliff platform. So we'll go ahead and just pop out the ruins one here. It really doesn't matter which one. You got to clip in a little bit before it'll actually hit the point where you can actually place it. Oh, I did not like that. Let's try this again. There you go. So now you can build on the side of the mountain. It's also taken on some of the snow effect here, it looks like. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Just to compare here, let's see. A little finicky to place, but as you can see, you get a lot more room out of that. All right, so everyone, that is the Alfa Terrain Platforms mod, and this mod is created by the same person, the Alfa Oceanic Platforms. So if you haven't seen that video, I did do a review video a while back. It's up, take a look at it. It's great. I do like his mods. They're pretty good. I think there's a few tweaking that could be done here on this mod. I'm not in love with the snapping points, and you know, the other thing is I wish that we had a little clearance on it. Obviously it's a big object you're trying to place, but you feel like you're kind of stuck in the middle of it when you're putting it down. But other than that, I think it's a great mod. It's definitely going to make doing the build outs a little bit easier on non-flat land. But hey, do me a huge favor. If you enjoyed this mod, enjoyed this review, please smash the like button. if you don't mind, subscribe. It really does help me out trying to grow this channel. But anyways, yeah, anyway, I'm Garlic Head Joe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.